Welcome back to part 2 of Zorkin vs. Devil, Platinum League garbage game. And let's get started. Looks like Devil's finally going to move out with his force here. His 200 food army. Guess he figured it was time. He's caught in this choke though by Zorkin. With a much smaller army, but he got him in a choke, which really increases the damage of these siege tanks back here. Siege tank right there, falling. But it ends up being a pretty even battle. Still 30 food ahead for Devil. Now this is going to be killed because these guys are almost immortal. These medevacs just spam healing them. And the rest of his force runs away. So Zorkin came out very, about even after that battle. He was down by a lot. Now these Vikings over here are going to do a little harassment work. Disrupt mining operations for a minute. And they do a pretty good job. 2 kills on this one. That guy's got 2, 3, 1. If he picks up and leaves right now, it's a good attack. But Zorkin gets every one of his Vikings killed. They're trying to escape out here towards this hero SCV. Still alive. It's kind of a good thing that Viking did bite the dust, or this guy would have died. The gold's still up and running for Devil. Almost mined out of his expo. Is mined out of his main. Zorkin, same situation there. Mined out of his expo almost. He's got this ninja expansion up and running that Devil still has no idea it's there. He's getting another expansion going. Really trying to push his advantage here. Meanwhile, the army for Zorkin grouping up here at that choke. A lot of energy on that. Looks like a Banshee's coming out. +1 armor and +1 attack for the Protoss. Banshee of Thor, some M&M, and Banshee Cloaking Field. So, looks like some Banshees will be harassing later on in this game. The Devil's still with a very nice sized army here. 1-1 upgrades. Zorkin doing a better job on upgrades. 3-3 for his infantry. 1 attack on his vehicles. 3-3, that's scary. Sten Marauders with 3 attack upgrade. It's a hell of a unit. Looks like this army is going to come back for another engagement. Gage is in a pretty good spot, but with the stem and the point defense drone, it's about to be used. There it goes. Even a Thor coming back in the background. And, Zorkin gets the better of this. Just a lot better upgrades and a better unit comp. Vikings to deal with those Colossus, and then of course the Marauders just rip through Stalkers. Point defense drones is a Terran's best friend against Stalkers, for sure. Well, he's still looking in decent position. He's got this gold up and running. He's got this other expansion going. Pretty much mined out here. Little push by Zorkin. And all Zorkin really has is this base with the fortress that's impossible to defend. It's so far away. Should expand it here. Now here comes the attack. Gonna try to fight it off with the Stalkers and Zealots. Even reinforcing with Zealots. But it's just not the best unit comp for what Zorkin has. An Immortal in here would have done a lot of work, especially with these armored Marauders. They can pretty much two-shot. And even Thor. Vehicle weapons 2s going on for Zorkin. A couple of Marauders, a couple of Marines. Reactor. So this attack, very effective. Takes out the Expo. Watch this. Watch this right here. Level 2 about to finish. Looks like Danny's online. And the pylon gets blown up as it's literally at 189 out of 190 units of time required to complete that. Zorkin should have taken out both of these forges, so they lose all that. All Devil has to do is put a pylon somewhere in this vicinity. He's going to get that upgrade really quick. Now we have a Banshee harass going down. And the Banshees do have the ability to cloak. There they go. They're going to take some shots at the army before the army runs away. There is no observer around. And, of course, without an observer, these Banshees pretty much shoot all day. Very good harass. Banshees with 5 and 9. Only 1 kill for that guy. SCV. He has 3 shields. He's watching these Banshees do some work. Now here comes the army. Oh, they almost spot the SCV, but not quite. Now, Observer's going to come over, and this will chase away the Banshees, but it's too late. The expansion's gone, and the Banshees are just going to leave on their own. This expansion's still going strong, still has not been scouted. Banshee's going to have a little look-see over here. Not going to see anything, going to go check for an expansion over here, make sure Devil isn't up to any tricks. Meanwhile, the army size is very much in favor of Zorkin. 176 to 95. Zorkin could probably go A attack and win right now, but also doesn't realize that these Banshees do get spotted, and since there's an observer here, very poor micro getting them all killed. This one at least should have survived. So there go the Banshees. This guy's checking for expos, because he has to figure Zorkin has to be on 3 bases here. With the army's pumping out, and has been pumping out. And seeing as he's mined out of the main and the expo. Oh, look at all these idle guys that could go mine those 105 minerals. Look at these 40 guys mining those 170 minerals. So it looks like Devil's army's still way under Zorkin. Zorkin's going to have a little look, make sure nothing crazy went on over there. As it looks like Devil's finally going to find this Ninja Expo that's been up and running and keeping Zorkin in this game. Oh no! He almost got to it, but there is an attack on his rebuilt Nexus down here, this expansion. So he's got to go rush to defend it, those units that were way out of position. As that expansion's gone. He did place a pylon here to finish his upgrade, so that was smart at Devil. And he's going to engage on the back of this ramp here. Not a bad place to engage. Zorkin can't really get his army around. You got these guys up here that can't fire at anything. Any GGs. He just didn't have enough units. No money. And the hero SCV did live. Sat there with 2 HP the entire game. And even watched the final battle on front row seats. Alright, replay over.